Hello, I'm Ariane, and we are book zealots. Prometheus is behind the camera and apparently trying to make his way carefully back to his desk to continue school. Today, homeschool. All about homeschool. So if you're not interested, thank you for visiting. Or if you're curious, hang out. I have noticed that there are more people deciding to homeschool their children because of the craziness going on in the world right now, to which I completely understand. To help others parents who want to help their children enjoy learning to learn, even if it's just temporary during this I don't even know where to go with that. Just dealing with the unknown, I guess, and keeping your children home during this time is completely understandable. So, all that to say, let's jump in because I have a few fun things to talk about. When I first started homeschooling, I would get some curriculum at the parent-teacher store. However, if your area, city, town, next county over doesn't have a parent-teacher store, what can you do, right? There are places online, obviously, that you can order things. And one of the things that, because Prometheus is at his very end of homeschooling, 12th grade, hoorah, I've been going through a lot of his older items and unhauling them. I'm just giving them away, donating them. One of the things that I had in my pile for Goodwill was a human body, and I guess they're basically posters, and these are things that I used to have around the room for homeschooling because we would always have a designated area, even if that meant the living room, because when you're homeschooled, we homeschooled everywhere. We would homeschool in a specific schoolroom, we would homeschool at the breakfast table, we would homeschool
the kitchen island.
When you're homeschooling, everything is a learning experience. Life is a learning experience. And so there was no, there wasn't a limit to where we could learn. And if Prometheus was more comfortable one day doing his schoolwork at the coffee table in the living room, then so be it. That being said, I did try to make sure that all of the school supplies were organized and in a particular area. Otherwise, it would have been mass chaos and I would have gone bonkers. Okay, so here's one of the items, the human body, that I am getting rid of because Prometheus, this isn't his field of interest and he's no longer in elementary school. But this was something that he had to learn for health/PE. And we have the nervous system. Did you want to do a close-up? Can you see? I don't know how clear that is. The nervous system. We have the cardiovascular system. It might be too small. The skeletal system, thank you Prometheus, the muscular system, the digestive system, and then there are more. And they come in posters like this. I mean, they are fantastic. And here's the nervous system. And I did get this one at the parent-teacher store, and it was 13 bucks. I mean, that's nothing, especially if you have a little doctor on your hands. However, a lot of times we would go to the library, and if you can't go to the library because of the craziness going on right now, go online, get as much information as you can about a topic that you want your student to learn, and do a lap book. What's a lap book, you ask? Let me show you. So here's a lap book, and this is one that Prometheus did on bees. And we did, I mean, it was art as well as learning about nature. And it's just file folders. So you fold the file folders in different ways and create this little notebook for learning. Oh, it looks like we're missing some things. Oh, no, we're not. Okay, so I think I cut that out for some reason. But there's no limit to the imagination on creating lap books. So this one was about bees. He did this one in, actually just before school started in 2008. And I actually put the date and the resource. Bees by Deborah Hodge was apparently a book that we got at the library. And so he put the buzzing is from the wings. A bee can fly up to 10 hours each day, and 25,000 kinds of bees in the world. Now, I actually wrote this because he was 5 and he was learning, so he would show me what kind of information he wanted, but he would occasionally do some writing and would show me pictures that he wanted, and then he colored certain pictures out, and we have more pictures, sorry about that, more pictures right here. I do believe this was the very first one we ever worked on, and this shows the honeycomb and little larvae and bees, or honeybees doing their work. Okay, and I think this was one of his favorites, ants. And I remember we were getting ready to go to Biltmore Castle. This was also from 2008. And he comes running into the house to tell me that there is a particular kind of ant on our driveway. Except that I didn't think those ants were in Kentucky. Based on what we had read, and our resource reference book for this was Ants by Edward S. Ross in the Child's World. So we went outside to look at it, and in fact it was an ant he had studied. Is it in here? Is it in here? Is it in here? Oh, yes it is. And it was this one right here. Now, they are cousins to a wasp. They are called the cow killer ant, also known as the velvet ant. And they do sting. So if you ever see an ant like this, don't step on it barefoot. So this was one of his favorites. He learned quite a lot. Again, I did most of the writing, but he did some writing as well. And the point of it is to learn. And he still remembers things about ants and sharks and what else? Bats. I mean, there's so many. So here's one on camels. And this one was also completed in 2008. And we got stock photos online, and the reference was Camel by Caroline Arnold. And so this one opens up like this. Oh, look at the baby. There's some more. And what's in this one? Let's see, we have information about babies can walk 2 hours after being born, and they can follow their mom after 24 hours. Birth season is March and early April. Females generally give birth at the age of 5. So just in case you want to own a camel. And so lots of stock pictures. And then we had scientific classifications that we did. Sorry, Ben. And This is kindergarten. So we had a good time with kindergarten. So also to keep track of kind of a yearbook type thing, a lap book for the beginning. Prometheus is messing with the camera. Sorry, guys. The beginning of the school year and the end of the school year. And one of the things we would do is a lap book to kind of commemorate or show what was going on during the school year, or at the beginning of the school year, or at the end of the school year, to see how things had changed. And this, I don't know if y'all can see that, was a picture taken on, no, it's okay, babe. Taken on our back deck. I would take a picture of him on the first day of school, and the size of his hand as well as the size of his foot during that time. And he was also taking karate at that time. He was playing with magnets. He wrote a note to his brother because his brother was going to Georgia, and we drove down there with him. These are bugs that were on our screen, so you can see a praying mantis right there, and then some sort of bug that caught a bug. Let's see what else. And this was our trip to Georgia with his older brother at a museum. I believe it was Savannah, Georgia, wasn't it? Okay. And helping in the kitchen, and then a trip to Atlanta. Well, no, where was, yeah, the Atlantic Ocean. Oh, we went to Hilton Head. And then this was, this is actually local in Lexington. I don't think this young man works at this restaurant anymore, but he would make special sushi for my son, which was basically seaweed and rice. And then it advanced to a vegetarian sushi.
With avocado.
With avocado and carrots and cucumbers. Okay, so he did a lap book on bats. And this one had activities. So I had printed these activities from teacher-created resources. A lot of the online sources that I used when he was younger were free. I do believe that they request a membership fee now or a donation. I'm not exactly sure. But the activities were fantastic and included into this lap book. So for this one, the fisherman bat, he wrote down that it eats fish, it lives in South America, and it is threatened. And for, let's see, oh, here's a little picture of someone holding it. It lives in Thailand. Is that a different one? I think it is. I don't know which bat this is. Oh, the hog-nosed bat, sorry. And that one eats insects and lives in Thailand, and it is threatened. So there were quite a bit of different types of bats that he researched, that we found and learned about. And one of our favorites, sharks. This reference was Shark, The Truth Behind the Terror by Mike Strong. That was a book, and then the website is Enchanted Learning, and I do know that is a fantastic website. I do think that they charge now, but it would be worth it. I suggest looking into that. This one has the blue shark, something on the, you know what, I can't read his writing, for the search of food. Something on the, what does that say, babe? The blue shark.
What in the blue place is that?
He can't read his writing either. Okay, so there's some pictures of some sharks right here. And sharks that attack humans. And it looks like the number one is the great white shark, but only by 35%. one of the things that we had learned was about the bull shark, right? Can survive in salt water as well as fresh water, and has been found up the Mississippi River. How far?
60 miles.
60 miles up the Mississippi River. On this one, he did a lot more cut and paste than writing. You couldn't figure it out. No, just couldn't decipher it. He decided what he wanted to share, to save on this. So it doesn't always have to be about writing the information. It could be about searching out the information. One of the things that I loved when he was really young, if he found something in a book, he would remember where he saw other information and go run to get that book and kind of bring that into his research, which is fantastic. Greek mythology. I have lots of online references, but I don't have a date that he did this one. And this one too was a worksheet, and the worksheet was from T. Smith Publishing. Oh, it's tlsbooks.com. And hopefully these websites are still active. I'm pretty sure Enchanted Learning is still active. This one was from 2009, Animal Habitats. And this one, I believe, where did we get this one? It doesn't say where I resourced the. I must have found it online, but I don't have the information. So I have grasslands and rainforest and what types of animals. So Prometheus had to cut them all out, figure out which animals went into which territories, and this one was fun. Is there a particular one that you remember enjoying the most? No, he doesn't remember. Okay. In any case, I mean, the sky is the limit in creativity and how you want to design the folders, in the information that you want to put into the Lapbooks. But I mean, they are solid. They last a really long time, and they're so sturdy, and it's such a great, fun way for the kids' parents to learn about a particular topic. So thank you for joining. I hope this helps in giving some ideas for the moms and dads that are starting to homeschool, maybe for the first time. It's not that scary. Just remember to have fun and relax. And if y'all have any questions, drop me a note down below. I'll be more than happy to help you if I can, or maybe to guide you into an area on where to get information. Thank you so much. Bye.